Hello, I'm back again. Okay, in this episode, I'm going to talk about negotiating before you ride. One of the biggest problems you'll face when you come into contact with people is the fact that when you're overseas, the motor drivers, tuk-tuk drivers, taxi drivers, private drivers sometimes are going to double charge you, triple charge you. If you've been in country a long time, you'll know what the average price is. And there are some people that will take advantage of you. Hold on. Let me put these glasses on. Basically, I got really sensitive eyes to bright sunlight, so I can't see. So the taxi drivers and motor drivers are going to charge you double, maybe triple, just because you're a foreigner and they think they can get away with it. So in the Philippines, they always tell you to negotiate before you drive. Because what happens is sometimes the driver will double, triple, quadruple charge you, and you find out, hey, you want a $5 for a 50-cent ride? And sometimes some serious fights break out. And if you hit a taxi driver or you hit a motor driver, a few things may happen. One, you may be attacked by several other taxi drivers and motor drivers only for the fact they don't know what the whole story is, and so they're going to come to the defense of the taxi driver. Then if you cause any damage, physical damage to the person or the car, you're going to wind up having to pay their medical bills and punitive damages for hitting that taxi driver. So it would be best interest for you to flat out and negotiate. Either that or pay the driver and tell them you'll never come back to them. Now, I know they take advantage of you. I remember one time I was going to a shopping mall in Cambodia, and it was my daily walk. I walked to the shopping mall, get something to eat, come back. And so it winds up that while I was walking there, my flip-flop broke. So I was walking on a hot pavement trying to like slide my flip-flop so I wouldn't walk on the pavement. So I was probably, I'd say a quarter mile, half mile. I could see the shopping mall from where I was at, and it was not very far. And I asked a moto driver how much was it to go to the mall, because I needed to buy the flip-flop, a replacement. And he started laughing. He noticed it was broken. He said $3. $3 for a 2-minute ride, which normally would be 50 cents. And I looked at him, I told him I wasn't going to pay, and I walked off. There's other areas that are tourist areas, and they're going to charge you double or triple the price. And never, ever get on a taxi or a moto that says, up to you. When they say up to you, you tell them what you're going to pay. If they don't like it, they will stop. They will tell you to get out and find someone else. Simple as that. And that's happened to me. I know that several times I got on a motorbike in Cambodia, which was an area that was a tourist area, and they wanted $2 to give me a ride home. It wound up, if I walked down the street 1 block, it was 50 cents to go home. So when I was there, they were like $2, and they started laughing. And so I said, no, I'm not paying $2. They were, well, go get somebody else. So I walked down the street, paid 50 cents, and I told him, go up here real quick. I drove by, and the guy was standing there and said, 50 cents. And I kept driving. And you know what? It didn't even faze him, because you know what? He's going to wait for the next person to come by. Another time in Philippines, I got off a jeepney, which was only like 10 cents for 25 cents. It wasn't much. I got off because I was going to go visit somebody, and I had to drop off something to them and then come back. So as soon as I got out of the jeepney, this trike driver, which is a motorcycle with a sidecar, started screaming at me, you want to ride? You want to? And I'm just like, wait. So I walked down there, and the whole time I'm walking down there, I'm talking 300 feet down the road, he's screaming at me, hey, you want to ride? And I'm just like getting annoyed. So I go in, I do my business, I come out 20 minutes later, and he starts right back up again. did not stop. I mean, he could have waited till I got up there and said, hey, do you want to ride? But I give him credit for hustling, but there's hustling and there's annoying, and he crossed the line to annoying. So I got into this jeepney that was sitting there because I wanted to make a statement. You irritate me. So I went, and it was getting close to Christmas, and this guy goes, it's Christmas. You have to give me money. I can't wait till you give me a tip. I need to buy Christmas present. And the whole time, this guy would not stop talking about how much money I need to give him. So we negotiated 100 pesos, which the ride's probably only 25 pesos anyways, 30 pesos. But I was making a statement. So when I got to the stop, I only had 500 pesos to my name, which now would be $10. Back then, it would have been about 15. So I gave him the 500 expecting change, and he goes, I'm going to keep this for Christmas. I said, no, you're not. You're going to give me change. He goes, no, I'm keeping it. I said, no, you're going to give it to me. Give me my change now. He goes, no, it's Christmas. I need a tip money. I said, you give me my money back. By the time I got over there, a security guard walked over to him and said, move. I said, don't let him move. He stole my money. And he started talking to the taxi driver. I'm the jeepney driver. And when I got around it, he handed me my change. I don't know, I may have stupidly given him a tip, but I should not have done that. But negotiate the ride. I've gotten places where I'm expecting it's 50 cents and they were like, it's $1.50 now. One time when I was in there during the military base time, it was only like 20 pesos to the dollar. It should have been 20 to 40 pesos from the hotel to the bus station. No more than that. When I got there, the guy asked for $5. The Filipino I was with, which was a friend, the wife of a friend of mine, was taking me down to meet my ex-wife, now ex-wife. She was mad and started screaming at the guy because the guy charges $5 on something that should have charged $1.50. So she was screaming at him. Negotiate before you ride. I know there's some people, like there were some Marines, I think in Cebu one time, that I'm not sure exactly the whole situation, but one or two things happened. Because I know the way some Marines are, U.S. Marines are, but they beat up a taxi driver. One or two things happened. They got arrested, they had to pay his medical, and they had to pay him money. But one or two things happened. They either didn't want to pay his taxi fee, which they may have pre-negotiated anyways, or what he told them to pay, and they weren't going to pay it, or they decided they were going to beat him up because he charged twice as much as they should have charged. I'm not saying the guy should have got beaten up either way, and they should have got punished for it, but they should have negotiated before, and they should have said, okay, that's what we will pay when we get there. I know one time in Manila, I got in a taxi, and the taxi driver was like, it's going to cost you $25 to go from the airport to the hotel. I'm like, no. I said, I can walk right over there and get a taxi there for $10 or $5. I said, it's not even going to be that much, $3 for the taxi. Why am I paying $25 over here when it's $3 over there? And they go, oh, they'll kill you. I said, they ain't going to do nothing to me. Hindi touristico. And I just started telling them in Tagalog, I'm not a tourist. Hindi touristico. And when I said that 3,500 fee, which is now, no, it was 3,500. If it was that much, it was like $80. Oh, that was the Angeles. No, it wound up being, they wanted to charge me $25 to go to the hotel. Wound up now being only $8 because they knew they weren't going to hustle me because I knew where I was going. Another time, a taxi driver was trying to do that. And I asked him, why is your taxi meter not on? Do I need to call the MLLTB, which is the taxi authority in the Philippines? Oh, no. I said, I think I might have to call them because what you just did. And another time in Baguio, I got in the bus. It was nighttime. I've said this before. It was nighttime out, and I was trying to get to my hotel. I was trying to find a hotel because I got there like 8 at night. I really didn't have a hotel set up. And so I turned around and was trying to find a hotel at the bus stop, and they weren't great hotels. So this taxi driver was trying to find me a hotel. I mean, seriously, he was running around like he had diarrhea, like, oh. So he wound up taking me to a hotel. I was talking to my friend who was a travel agent, and he said, go to this hotel here. I got you booked. I said, okay. And while I was going, he goes, no, you go over to my hotel, because if you go to his hotel, he gets a commission. I said, no, I want to go to my hotel. And so it winds up that he took us over to his hotel regardless. And I said, no, I don't want this hotel. The other one I already booked. He goes, well, that's a very expensive hotel. You're going to spend a lot of money, and I'm saving you money. I said, no, you take me to my hotel. I'm only paying $17 for it. He goes, oh, you're going to pay $170. You trust me. I said, I've already booked it, and I've already paid for it. $17, now take me over there now. And so I get over there, and he goes, the meter read 90 pesos. So at the time, that would have been $3. So we get over there, and I'm telling him, I said, hey, I need a taxi tomorrow to drive me all around the Baguio, and I'll give you 1,500 pesos, which would have been about $50 for the entire day. Now, I'm negotiating a deal for him for the next day so he gets some serious money. He goes, okay. So we get there at the hotel. Now, granted, he took me places I did not want to go to start with, and he was giving me a hard time. And so winds up that it said 95 pesos on the meter. I pulled out a 100 peso note and gave it to him. And he goes, that's not enough. I want 500 pesos. I said, you're not getting it. It says 100 pesos there, and that's all you're getting. And I turned around, I walked into the hotel. And I don't know what my ex-girlfriend told him, but he left. And he basically lost the entire day's ride because he wanted to be a jerk. So before you go, make sure you negotiate, because if you don't negotiate, they're going to charge you 2, 3, 4, 5 times more money than you are expecting. You do not want that. So whatever you do, just negotiate. Thank you.